All right. Hello. Good evening. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming on this live show. We are so excited that you are here with us. My name is Marvel, and you are live on the Cook Along Show with Chef Jessica. And this show is proudly brought to you by Salad Master. Please say to your friends, your colleagues, and everyone that you have invited to this show that the show is just about starting, and we have Chef Jessica right in the kitchen. Thank you very much. And do not forget that we are going to be live on YouTube as well. Please do copy the link, share with friends, and leave a comment with us. We're excited that you can join us. We do apologize we couldn't come to you last week. That was due to some system upgrades, but everything is set now and we are back. We are back stronger and better. So thank you all very much for coming on this show. Remember that this show is proudly sponsored by Salad Master. And tonight, Chef Jessica is doing something amazing. Gizidodo, yeah. That's a wonderful dish that she's gonna be doing with plantain today. And if you're cooking along, please do let us know because we want to see how your final result actually looks. So thank you very much. Without wasting any time, we're gonna head now to the kitchen as we have Chef Jessica standing by. Over to you, Chef Jessica. Good evening. How are you today?
Good evening, Mr. Marvel. Good evening, Africa. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening to the whole wide world. You are all welcome again. Not break, but tonight is going to be amazing because our menu for tonight is Gizidodo. Gizidodo is simply a mixture of gizzard and then fried plantain. That is dodo. Dodo is called, plantain is called dodo in Yoruba. That is fried plantain in Yoruba language. So thank you all, everyone, for tuning in with us this evening. Thank you, Salad Master, for sponsoring this wonderful program. Thank you, Elzel Region. Good evening to you all. I'm so excited already. Okay, like I said, this evening, our menu for tonight is Gizidodo. I'll be introducing the recipes that I'll be using to cook this wonderful, delicious delicacy. Okay, I'm going to introduce, but first, before I introduce all the recipes, I have to quickly wash my hands with soap and clean water. Remember, anytime you want to cook anything, first thing you do is to wash your hands with soap and clean water. Just going to quickly wash my hands. Then we get started. Okay, my hands are clean now. Okay, so the recipes for Gizidodo, that is the name of the menu for tonight. Here is gizzard. This is chicken gizzard. I'm using this chicken gizzard. This is already marinated for 7 hours. I marinated this chicken gizzard with ginger. That is blended ginger and blended garlic and some onions and then sea salt and a Cajun spice. That is what I marinated the chicken gizzard with. Then I left it in the fridge for 7 hours. Okay. That's why it's called Gizidodo, it's a mixture of gizzard and then fried plantain. And here I have the red pepper that is locally called tatache. Yeah. I have fresh tomatoes. I'm going to dice this, or rather I'm going to blend them. I have green beans. Yeah, I'll be using green beans. Here I have scallions or spring onions, whichever way you want to call it, which is still okay. Be using spring onions. Then I'll be using some purple onions. I'm going to blend all these together with the fresh tomatoes. Then here I have the green capsicum. The green capsicum is different from the normal green pepper. This one is more thicker and bigger, and It's not spicy at all. Okay, this is called green capsicum. And this is the red color. It comes in different kinds of color. You have the green, the red, the yellow, and the orange. This is the red capsicum. It's not the same thing. There are two different peppers. This is more spicy than this. Okay. Then here is the yellow capsicum. Here I have carrots. The skin is still on. I'll show you when I'm about to dice it. I achieved that. Then here I have the green, chili bullets. You see this, we call it chili bullet. It looks like a bullet, right? Chili bullets. We have the Scotch bonnet, the red one. I don't want this to be too spicy. Then we have garlic. I'll be using garlic and then ginger. Take a notice to the ginger. The skin is still on because in Salad Master, we don't peel anything back crops. Okay. So I have some, then here is a plantain, semi-ripe plantain for the Gizidodo. This is the dodo itself. Semi-ripe plantain. I'll be frying this. Then I have dry pepper or rather dry chili. I have whole oregano. This is just dry herbs. Then I have paprika. Paprika is a dried red bell pepper. And here I have the Cajun spice. Cajun spice is just mixture of different dry herbs like your leek, your parsley, your celery, your whole oregano, rosemary, coriander, thyme, and sea salt. This is good. And then I have bay leaf. I'll be using bay leaf to cook the gizzard. Then of course, I have the sea salt. I'll be using sea salt for taste. Okay. So these are all the recipes for the Gizidodo. Quickly, let me do a quick recap on the recipes again. Carrots, green bullet pepper, red Scotch bonnet, garlic, ginger, onions, green capsicum, yellow capsicum, and red capsicum, scallions or spring onions, semi-ripe plantain, gizzard, green peas, red bell pepper, that is tatashe, fresh tomatoes, sea salt, whole oregano, red bell pepper, red chili, that is grounded red chili, paprika, bay leaf, and then Cajun spice. So these are all the recipes that I'll be using to cook this amazing, wonderful, delicious dish called Gizidodo. Thank you. Okay, let's get started again. First, I have to wash my hands again. After washing my hands now with soap and water, I will introduce the cookwares. Okay, that I'll be using for this wonderful, delicious delicacy. And I'll be using our wonderful Salad Master healthy cooking system. I love cooking with this healthy cookwares because it protects your food. All right. It retains up to 93% of the nutrients in your food. And we cook from medium click low. That is, we cook on a very low heat, on a medium heat. So these are the cookwares that I'll be using for tonight's cooking. Here I have the electric skillet called the Good Boy in Nigeria, the electric skillet. Okay, the electric skillet. So I'll be using this to cook the gizzard and also to fry. So I'm going to cook and then I'll fry the gizzard inside this Good Boy. That is the electric skillet. This is very good. You can use this for your pizza, for your sauce, for bread, for baking, for frying, for roasting, for grilling, for cooking. It's all in one. That's why we call it the Good Boy. This is electric skillet. You can also use this to fry your plantain, but I'm not going to fry the plantain in this. I'm going to fry the plantain with this. This is called the square griddle. You see this thing, this beauty here? This is called the square griddle. You can use this for your cookies. Very lovely. Use this for peanut butter, cakes or cookies. You can use this for masa. You can use this for masa. You can use this to fry your plantain. And you can use this to make your omelets or your scrambled eggs. Your omelets or your scrambled eggs, this square griddle here. See this beauty here. And I'm going to use this to fry the plantain, not in deep oil. I'm not going to fry the plantain in deep oil like we mostly do. I'm going to just grease this square griddle, and then I'll fry my plantain with this wonderful, amazing salad master healthy cooking system called the square griddle. All right. Okay, this 10 deep mini dish, I'm going to use this 10 deep mini dish skillet. I'm going to use this to boil the tomatoes because I don't fry my tomatoes, but I'm going to cook the tomatoes very dry. And then this is 7 quarts. This is 7 quarts, which could feed up to 5 to 8 people. Okay, depending on how you dish the food. So this one I'm going to make the Gizidodo inside these 7 quarts. All right. So these are all the healthy salad master healthy cookies. The electric skillet, that is the bad boy, the square griddle, the 10 dish skillets, and then the 7 quarts. All right. So quickly again. First thing I'm going to do is to dice this sweet plantain. I'm going to dice, but first thing, you have to wash your plantain and get your plantain from the market before cutting to fry. Please ensure that you wash it. You wash it before cutting. You get it from the market, you wash it first before putting it inside the fridge or before cutting. It's very important. So I'm going to dice this now. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to dice them in chunks. Okay. So that's why this dish is called Gizidodo. It's a combination of semi-ripe plantain and then gizzard. So maybe you prefer to use just ordinary chicken fillets, or beef. I don't know what you like to call that. Maybe you can just bring up a name. And this dish is very easy to prepare, very easy, and it also tastes yummy. Yummy. You can choose to do this on a Sunday afternoon. Just prepare it. Grab a glass of red wine, chill on your couch, and then have your plate of Gizidodo. So you can decide to use unripe plantain, but to have that real Gizidodo feeling, it have to be semi-ripe. You have to feel the sweetness from the plantain. So I'm just going to cut them in chunks. You can use as much plantain as you want to, but I've already fried some down already because we are live. I wouldn't want us wasting much time just frying much plantain. So I just showed you these two. You dice them in cubes, the semi-ripe plantain. So I'm going to fry it with this square griddle. I'm just going to use a coconut oil to grease the square griddle, and then I'll fry the plantain, not in deep oil, remember? Normally when you fry your plantain, you fry it in a very deep oil. When the oil is already well heated, then you fry it. But tonight, I'm going to fry this plantain with our wonderful salad master healthy cooking system called the square griddle by just greasing the surface with coconut oil. Okay, coconut oil. Just use some brush to grease it. can also do this with you can also achieve this, fry this your plantain with the electric skillet. That is the bad boy. Sorry to say that. That is the good boy. It's good boy in Nigeria. Okay. Also fry your plantain in the electric skillet, but because I'm going to use that electric skillet to cook the gizzard and also to fry, so I don't want to be transferring here and there. Okay, I've already greased, you see this? I've already greased the square griddle with coconut oil. So I'm just gonna turn on the heat on a very medium heat. Like I said, we cook from medium, click low. See the heat. So once you put the plantain, you don't allow that to heat up, just put the plantain immediately. Then when it turns a little brown, or depending on how you want it, you flip to the other side. Okay. And this is our toner, our salad master toner, which I use this for scrambled eggs. You know, when I want to flip the scrambled eggs, or when I want to turn the omelette, I use this toner, that is the spatula. I also use it to turn the chicken. Okay. So this is frying already. Okay. So while that is frying, I have to quickly boil the gizzard, put the gizzard. So I'm going to be using this good boy, that is the electric skillet. And I'm going to be boiling this chicken, or rather cooking this chicken at 150. Okay. 130, 35, 40, 45, 50. So I'm going to boil and then fry. Okay. Okay, like I said, this chicken gizzard is already marinated. I marinated this with ginger, blended ginger, garlic, and onions, sea salt, and then a mixture of Cajun spice. And I left it for 7 hours. So this is it. And I'm not going to add any water. So I'm going to add some Cajun spice. This Cajun spice is mixture of leek, celery, parsley, rosemary, thyme, curry, and sea salt. And I think also because each time I test it, I can feel the paprika in there too as well. So you have to be mindful when you're using it because it's also salty. It contains sea salt. And here I'll be adding these sea salts. Just a little, not much. Remember that the Cajun spice contains sea salt too as well. Okay. Then I'll be adding some dash of oregano, whole oregano, dry oregano. I love this oregano a lot, especially when using it to make pizza. It tastes amazing. Okay. Then here I'll be adding this bay leaf. I'm going to wash it. Please, whenever you get things from the market, anytime you want to use them, ensure that you wash it. Wash it. There is no harm in washing your food, your vegetables or dry herbs, fresh or dry vegetables. You wash it. So I'm going to wash this and I'll just add just these 3 pieces. So when preparing your food, just take your time. Don't rush. Take your time. Okay. Then I'm going to add some diced spring onions in there. Then I'll cover it up. Spring onions and some purple onions. So this is washed already, it's prepped already. So I'm just going to quickly dice it. Okay. Then I'll also be adding the onions. The onions too is prepped as well. It's prepped too. Okay, so I'm going to add this diced onions and the spring onions in here. Then I'm going to give it a stir and then allow it to simmer for 5 to 8 minutes. Okay. So I spiced this chicken gizzard with spring onions, Cajun spice, sea salt, and the whole oregano, and ginger and garlic. So I'm going to allow this to simmer for 5 to 8 minutes. Remember, I did not add any water, no single drop of water there. I didn't add any water. I will allow it to cook with its own natural juice. Okay, so while the kitchen gizzard is cooking, I have to check the plantain. Plantain, I also have turned it there now, before now. Okay, still using my toner, Salad Master toner. That is the spatula. I also have done this. Okay. It's still on a very low heat. Okay, you can see the heat. See on the heat very low. Okay, while that the plantain is frying, I have to quickly blend the fresh tomatoes, the ginger, the garlic, and then the chili bullet or bullet chili, whichever way you prefer to call it. Okay, so this is the chili bullet. It looks like a bullet, right? Okay, and there's scotch bonnet, that is atarodo, the ginger, and then they get my salad master knife, sharp, not too heavy, very light, easy to use. Okay, this is the fresh tomatoes that I'll be using. This fresh tomato is also prepped. I prepped this. I wash these tomatoes with salt and water. Like I always say, anytime you get your food from the market, please ensure you wash it with salt. Don't forget, it's very important. because a lot of flies might have perched on them and they produce some things that you would even like to see. So I just want to cut them in small chunks for easy blending or easy processing. Okay. And I'll be blending with the red bell pepper, locally called tatache. Okay, I'll be blending all together. The red bell pepper, the chili bullets, the spring onions, and then the ginger. So I'll be blending them all in this blender. And I don't want to blend it too smooth. I'll just, I'll leave it roughly blended, not too smooth. Not totally too smooth. So the next one is the red bell pepper. That is the tatache. I'll be adding this too. I'm going to blend all. The next is the onions. And some garlic. And some garlic. Hear that sound? This is the vapor valve saying that I'm cooking above 85 degrees. So I have to turn it. Remember, I said we cook from medium, click low. So the vapor valve is clicking now, meaning that I have to turn the heat low. Okay, so I'm reducing it from 135 to, okay, I'm reducing it from 150 to 120. Oh yeah, you see the water. See the water is cooking with its own natural juice, with its own moisture. So I have to stir this and then allow it to continue cooking. This smells so good. I'm already feeling it. The Gizidodo, right? So this is the ginger. I wash this ginger with a vegetable brush. This vegetable brush, I use this to scrub it under running water. Wash it very clean. Same thing I do with the carrots too. You scrub it, making sure that all the dirt and the sand, you get rid of all the sand and the dirt out of the ginger, because ginger is a tumber crops. You know, like your tumber crops, like your ginger, this one I'm using now, beetroot, cocoyam, yam, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes. They are all tumber crops. So in salad master, we don't peel any of our tumber crops, because like you can say that, you can say that any tumber crop, most of its nutrients is learning beneath the skin. So when you feel that they are taking some of the nutrients out, the ginger and the garlic and these onions, I'm going to blend all this together and these bullets, chili bullets. I would have loved to just dice it like this and put it inside, but now I don't want to serve it to someone, then person will start eating it and then choking on pepper. So I'm going to blend it and then the scotch bonnet. So I'm going to add some water for easy blending because I don't want to spoil this beautiful blender. Just some little water. So after blending this, I have to quickly check my plantain. It should be ready by now. Okay. So it's okay. I blended it just the way I like it. Roughly blended, not too smooth. Okay, the plantain is ready. I have to quickly take that out. Okay. Plantain is ready. So I'm going to add it to the one that I already fried before because I don't want to waste much time frying plantain. Take this out of the heat. Remember, we fry this plantain not in deep oil, but just using a brush to grease the square griddle. Square griddle. Give this aside. And then I'll boil the tomatoes, the blended tomatoes. I'm going to boil it to remove the sour taste from the tomatoes. So I'm boiling it inside the 10 deep dish skillets. Okay. So I have to allow this to simmer for just 3 to 5 minutes. So while that is boiling, we continue with our chopping and dicing of other veggies. Okay, like I said, this menu is this dish is very easy to prepare. Very, very easy to prepare. Okay. I'm going to check the gizzard very soon. Take some space. Okay. So I have to check the gizzard. And take out some of the stock. Okay, now let's check the gizzard. Oh, wow. Wow. Look at all this water. Look at all that water. Did you see that? Wow. Wow. So I'm going to take out the gizzard and then bring out the gizzard stock, and then I'll fry it inside this electric skillet without a drop of oil. So like I said, it's not compulsory to use gizzard. If you prefer chicken fillets, it's also fine, it's good. If you want to use fish fillets, it's also good. If you want to use beef, also good. But then what would you name it? Or what would you call it? Okay, so I'm taking out the stock. No drop of water. I didn't add any water while cooking this gizzard. So now I'm going to fry this gizzard, but I'm going to increase the heat to 230. This is 230. So if you want to use a chicken fillet, that is boneless chicken, it's also good. But why I use gizzard is because it's called Gizidodo. That is a combination of gizzard and fried plantain. Or if you don't want to fry your plantain, just boil your plantain and then cut them in cubes or in big chunks. It's still okay. It's still okay. So I'm going to crack the leg this way, just halfway, because I'm frying. Remember when I was cooking, I covered it totally. So if you are grilling, it's totally open for grilling. Baking, you cover. Cooking, you cover. Frying, you crack the leg this way. And then grilling, you open totally. Okay, why the gizzard is frying? Hello, Mr. Marvel.
Hey, Jessica. Wow. This is amazing. This is amazing. I must say that it's actually what everyone wants to see tonight. You know, before tonight's show, I have never heard of Gizidodo. Yeah, you have just brought it alive today. Thank you very much, Jessica. We are so excited to be coming to you live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us again. We just have one question for you right now, so Jessica. Somebody's asking, how did you prepare the pizza? And someone says, welcome back, Jessica. So would you want to answer that? How did you prepare the pizza? And it has so much water. Did you add water to the pizza?
Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful question. The gizzard, I did not add any water inside the gizzard while cooking. First, I washed the gizzard with salt. I washed the gizzard with a lot of salt and then marinated it for 7 hours. And I marinated it with ginger, blended garlic, blended onions, Cajun spice. I mixed it with Cajun spice and then sea salt. Then I left it for 7 hours to marinate. I marinated it for 7 hours. Then I cooked it inside our Salad Master Wonderful Healthy Cooking System called the electric skillet without any drop of water. I did not add any water inside the electric skillet. Then I boiled it with spring onions, and onions, and whole oregano, Cajun spice, sea salt. Yes, that is what, and that is what I season it with. So no drop of water at all while cooking the gizzard.
Okay, wow. Thank you very much, Jessica. I must say that everything you're doing tonight looks amazing. It's not much fun as many possible that we can have healthy cooking. Wherever you're joining from, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, or you can like, share, leave a comment. Someone says, Jessica, welcome back. The show is amazing. So I'm going over to you, Jessica, in the studio, the kitchen. Back to you now, Jessica.
All right, thank you. So I have to continue with the slicing of the other vegetables while the tomatoes and the gizzard is doing just fine. Okay, now this is the green peas, also prepped. What I mean by prep is washed. I wash this with salt too as well. It's prepped already. I wash it with salt and clean water. Remember, I always say, whenever you get your veggies from the market, please ensure you wash it with salt. Don't forget that. When you're cooking your food, take time, don't rush it, because it's going inside your body. And also the cookwares you cook your food with too matters a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to dice this using our wonderful salad master knife. Wow. Finish dicing that. The next one is the scallions, that is the spring onions. This is also prepped already. I wash this too with salt. Okay. A chop, slice too. So the next one I'm going to dice now is the green capsicum, the red capsicum, and the yellow capsicum. But before I do that, I have to turn the gizzard. I have to give the gizzard a little stir. Remember, whenever you're cooking, cook with your eyes, your nose, and your ear. You're cooking with Salad Master Healthy Cooking System. You use your ear to listen to the sound of the record ref when it's clicking, giving you a signal to turn it low. Okay. It's frying on well. Without any drop of oil. Okay. Now the tomatoes. Oh, the tomatoes is doing well too. You see, I'm using my toner, my spatula. I'll also introduce the salad master. Okay, now back to the slicing of the other veggies. I have to quickly do that. When I'm cooking, I love cooking and cleaning up immediately. Cleaning up immediately. So when you're done cooking, everywhere is neat, it's tidy. Okay, this is the green capsicum. Like I said, this is a sweet pepper, which you add to your salad, or you can use it as a smoothie. It's also very good for weight loss. You can just dice it up like this and then throw it. It's not spicy at all. It's sweet. and it's not the it's very different from the normal green pepper used for fried rice. This capsicum is more thicker and very big, very big. You know, same fan, the same species but different aroma and flavor. Just like onions is different from garlic and garlic is different from shallots, but they're all the same species. Okay. Okay, the next one I'm going to dive is the red one. That is the red capsicum. All these veggies here are all prepped. I prepped all of them using salt to wash them. So this red capsicum can, when you finish your fried rice, can just slice them in cubes and just use this to garnish it. Oh, I love the aroma. Guys, still using salad master knife. And this one is the green capsicum too. I mean the yellow capsicum. Like I said, it comes with different colors. Color red, color green, color green and orange. So please don't forget to subscribe, press the notification button so that you get to know our upcoming video when it's uploaded. And like and then share. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Salad Master, for sponsoring this amazing program, helping us to cook in a more healthier way. Now, this is the carrots. See, the skin is still on. I washed this with the same vegetable brush I used to scrub the ginger because it's a tumper crops. Remember, I said in Salad Master, we don't peel any of our tumper crops. Tumper crops like ginger, turmeric, carrots, beetroot, cocoyam, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, and the likes. Using our wonderful Salad Master knife. See this? It's very sharp. I'm using carrots for some crunchiness. For extra crunchiness. So the next thing is the onions, also prepped too. The onions is also prepped. So our purple onions. I love onions a lot. I love cooking with onions a lot. And onions is also very good. It helps to boost our immune system, for clear vision, and also nourishes the skin. So please, if you don't like onions, or you don't like seeing them in your food, try to blend them. Okay. So I finished dicing all the veggies. I finished with the carrots, the green pepper, oh no, the green capsicum, the red capsicum, the yellow capsicum, the scarons, that is the spring onions, and the green beans. See that? Do you see that? Okay, now quickly, I have to check the tomatoes and then the gizzard. Okay, now time to introduce the salad master spoon. Salad master spoon, sauce spoon, stew spoon. See this beauty here? Salad master spoon. Okay. Oh, wow. The gizzard is okay, so I have to turn it off. It's ready. Now back to the tomatoes. Oh, the tomato stew is also ready. It's also ready. Okay. Now, when I'm making stew or sauce, I don't use oil to fry the stew. I mean, to fry the fresh tomatoes, the red pepper, the onions, and the ginger and the garlic. I boil the tomatoes this way. I boil the tomatoes, not totally too dry, just to remove the sour taste out of the tomatoes. Okay, this is ready. The tomatoes is ready. So it's time to introduce the 7 quarts, and then let's finish with this cooking. Salad master healthy cooking system. This is called the 7 quarts. This could feed up to 5 to 8 people, depending on what you are dishing or how you dish the food. Like I said, this dish is very easy, very simple to prepare. Just on a, sure this is that it's all right, just the way I want it, just the way I like it. Did you see it? Did you see that? Okay. Without a single drop of oil. Okay, this is good. It's okay. So the next thing is, now I'm going to stir fry these onions. These sliced onions, I'm going to stir fry it. Okay. So just like the same way you add your groundnut oil inside your normal conventional pots, and then you throw in some onions or whatever veggies you want to fry. When you hear that sizzling sound, then it's ready. But in Salad Master, we don't use that. It's just to splash some water. See that? When it bubbles and dance, then it's heated up a lot enough to fry. Because this is a vegetable, so I'm not going to heat it up much. Just to preheat it a little. Did you hear that? I'm going to stir fry these onions. I'm gonna give it a little stir. Oh my God, the aroma is amazing. Wow. So I'm going to stir fry it until it's a little bit transparent, not totally transparent. And remember, I'm stir frying it on a very low heat. Okay. You have to always check the heat. Okay, stir frying it on a very low heat. Oh, this is okay. It's nice now. Then I'll add a little stock because I don't want to add the blended tomatoes and the pepper and the bullet chili, the chili bullets, so that I will not be choking on pepper while cooking. It's not good to be cooking and then you sneezing and coughing inside the food. It's not good. So I'll be adding the Oh my God, I love the aroma. It smells Gizidodo. Wow. Ooh la la, chef. Okay. Now it's time to add the gizzard. Okay. You add the gizzard and then you cover, allow to simmer for 2 minutes so that the pepper, the onions, the tomatoes, everything will fuse inside the gizzard. Wow. A little stir. Then add your stock, the gizzard stock. This is the gizzard stock. So I'm going to add the other recipes. That is the oregano, the sea salt. Then I'll allow it to simmer for 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm going to add the oregano again. Oregano, this is a dry herbs. Excuse me. This is a dry herbs. And then I'll be adding the paprika. Paprika is just dried. They use a dehydrator to dry the red bell pepper. That is the tatache. Okay. And then I'll be adding dry pepper. This is ataguguru. And then the Cajun spice. The Cajun spice. Remember I said this Cajun spice is dry herbs, mixture of dry herbs, rosemary, parsley, celery, leek, sea salt, curry, and thyme. Okay. Give it a little stir. So this time I'll be adding a little sea salt, just a little, because the Cajun spice contains sea salt. Just like a pinch. And this sea salt is also very sharp. Very, very, very sharp, unlike the normal salt. Okay. So this time around, I have to cover it and allow it to simmer for just 2 minutes or less before I add the plantain and then the other veggies. Okay, hello, Mr. Marvel.
Yeah, hi, Chef Jessica. Wow. It's been an awesome time tonight. It's been spectacular. I must say thank you very much, everyone that is online with us right now. Thank you wherever you're watching from. Don't forget this show is proudly brought to you by Salad Master. Salad Master is that healthy cooking company that ensures that your food is protected and your body is protected by the food that you then eat. Thank you again for joining us, Chef Jessica. I must say it's been fabulous what you're doing so far in the kitchen, using those amazing recipes to create some yummy delicacies. And we have one question so far. Someone is asking Jessica, how did you fry the plantain? I missed that part. Can you just explain to me how the plantain was fried? Did you use any oil? How do you do that magic? Please talk to me, Jessica. Someone is asking. So I'm going to hand over to Jessica to answer that question, and we'll be right back. Over to you now, Jessica.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Marvel. Thank you all. Thank you bringing on your questions. Thank you. Okay, for the plantain, I use the square griddle. This is our Salad Master healthy cooking system called the square griddle. I use it to fry the plantain, just using coconut oil with a vegetable brush, with a brush. See this, with a brush to just grease the square griddle, not fry the plantain in deep oil, no. So that is how I fry the plantain. Okay.
Okay, Chef Jessica, one more question. Someone is asking, what else can I use the square griddle for? Apart from plantain, can I use it for yam? Can I use it for bread? Can I use it for bread toast? Can I use it for fried fish? What else can I do with the square griddle?
All right, okay, thank you. You see this amazing beauty here, this beauty here? This, you can use this to fry your plantain, just I did tonight. You can use this to fry your akara, that is bean cakes. You can use this to make your pancakes. You can use this to make your cookies. Yeah, you can use this for your scrambled eggs, omelets, and even your potato chips. You can use this to fry it. All right.
Wow. Thank you very much, Jessica. That's powerful. I'll let you run up now in the kitchen. Over to you now.
All right, thank you so much. Now back to, okay, let's check. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, now it's time to introduce the plantain, which completes it to Gizidodo. Remember, without this plantain, it's not Gizidodo, it just Gizzard sauce. So I'll be adding the fried plantain. And this plantain, I did not fry it in deep oil. No, I greased the square griddle with just a little coconut oil. And then I fry the plantain on a very low heat. So we add the plantain, the fried plantain, and then we give it a stir, a good stir. Wow. Okay, now we have to allow this to simmer less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. We allow it to simmer less than 2 minutes, and then I'll add the diced veggies, and our Gizidodo will be ready. Okay. So once I allow this to simmer in less than a minute, and then I'll add the other veggies. That is the carrots, the spring onions, okay, now I have to add the green peas, the green capsicum, the red capsicum, the yellow capsicum, the diced carrots, and then the spring onions. But once I add that, I have to turn off the heat because they're all veggies. And I don't want to overcook the vegetables. Remember, we are cooking to retain the nutrients. Okay. So remember, whenever you're cooking, make sure that you retain, especially when you're cooking with Salad Master Healthy Cooking System, which helps you to retain up to 93%. Did you hear that? 93% of the nutrients in your food. So I have to reduce the heat on a very low heat. Remember, we are cooking from medium click low. So this is it low. So first I'll add the green beans. I'm adding all the vegetables at once. Then I'll give it a good stir. I'm adding the carrots, diced carrots, for extra crunchiness. I'm adding all the capsicum. This is the green capsicum. The yellow capsicum. These are all sweet peppers. And the red capsicum. So we have all the rainbow colors. And then the scallions, that is a green pepper, the spring onions. Then I'll give it a good stir. Then I take it off from the heat. Our Gizidodo is ready. Give it a good stir. Our Gizidodo is ready. So I'm going to dish out this now. You can eat from your screen. Please, I want you to leave in the comment section which other food or dish you would like us to prepare, your native food you would like to see on Cook Along. Please leave your comments in the comment section. I would like to know. Thank you. So the Gizidodo is ready. I'll be dishing this out now. That's so yummy. Oh, wow. That's so delicious. Very delicious. So I'll quickly dish out this now. And done. We are ready. Dinner is served. We are ready to dine. So please try to prepare this. And trust me, your diners will ask for more. Because it's so watering, smart watering. Okay. All right. Look at the colors. I can see all the veggies visible. They are all visible. The gizzard is visible. The plantain, the carrots, the green peppers, the green capsicum, red capsicum, yellow, the orange. Everything is visible. This is enough. Enough. Wow. Oh, trust me, this tastes so good. Wow. Mr. Marvel, dinner is set. Food is ready.
Wow, oh my goodness. Yum. This looks delicious. Just man looking at it from the screen, it looks delicious. Look at those colors. Oh my goodness. The colors are attractive. The colors look very fresh. Although they are cooked. That is what science does to your food. Amazing. So Jessica, I just want to ask one question. Yeah, Gizidodo, does it have a particular region where it's made in Nigeria? Gizidodo, is it a particular place, state, city where they make these delicacies? Just want to share that with us.
Okay. Wow. On Saturday is going to be our Gizidodo is eaten all over Nigeria. This is Nigeria Gizidodo. It's all eaten all over Nigeria, from the north, south, east, west.
Okay, wow, fantastic. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. And you were just about sharing with us what you have on Saturday.
Okay, on Saturday, wow. On Saturday, I'm going to be cooking two main dishes from eastern part of Nigeria, one from Imo State and the other one from Enugu State. The one from Imo State is called Ofi Funana, that is lover's soup. And then the one from Enugu State is called Obo soup, that is originally from Enugu State. So I'll be cooking that on a Saturday morning alongside Mr. Tunde, our nutritionist. Okay, that is it. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Salamata, for sponsoring this program. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in with us. It's been an amazing time with you all. Hope you all had fun. Please, if you are cooking along, take a picture of your food and post it.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming on the show. Chef Jessica, what do we say? Medium, click low, and we go.
We go. Medium, click, and we go.
All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you.